Hi, I'd like to welcome you to the first inaugural Walk with Kirito. This is Kirito. She's a 1.5-year-old Bernedoodle, and I wanted you to just come along with us while we just take her on a few walks once in a while I have a few thoughts, and so you guys can just come along for the nice walk, nice ride. Rain or shine, we always go for 3 walks a day. We never use the same path twice. At least that's what I try to do. So hopefully the sound is all right, because this again is my first inaugural walk with her. Well, not with her, but with the GoPro. She might not always show. I am sorry for that. She likes to wander a little bit. So right now she's over on my left. I'll try to keep her off front as much as I can, but she does have quite a sniffer. So if she smells something, she will go for it. And some walks are gonna be longer than others. But this is gonna be like a mashup of, I'm gonna try to do a little bit every day and then have one video once a week of all my thoughts and exciting things that happen while out on a walk with this nice puppy. Okay. So I guess I'll just start out just nice guy, learn how to just talk a little bit. I got this new mic too, so I'm checking that out. So I guess I'll just kind of introduce myself too. I'll just call myself KG. And I am in my mid-30s. I am a proud single dog-loving mother. So I have a couple siblings and everything. I have an older sister, older brother, and I am the baby of the family. So, but she is my best friend. She helps me get through the day. I don't know if anybody else feels that way with their pets. That they don't necessarily need kids. I don't need a kid. She is my kid. And I'm gonna try to tilt this up a little bit more so you don't get so much sidewalk. Sorry. Again, I have that one test video that's gonna be before this, so I'm still kind of just learning the ropes here. So as you'll see, she kind of magically shows up once in a while. You never know what side she'll be on. Man, does anybody else have problems with gnats and flies? Well, maybe not flies, but gnats and... We're gonna turn here, girl. Gnats and, especially gnats. I don't have this problem with mosquitoes. I mean, I do, but gnats. Gnats are awful. I don't know why I even have gnats. Ugh. I need to get a second pet that just eats gnats. Wouldn't that be an interesting pet? I would take that out on every single walk with me. Just have it fly around me. Because I am one that I get swarmed so fast. Even though I put bug spray on, I still get swarmed. But I did just try something that I literally just got in the mail about 5 minutes ago. Something actually for her that I found that's pet safe. Because I noticed that she gets swarmed too. So I'm trying to notice if that's working for her. It seems like it is, because I mostly put on around her head. Mr. Boxer there. Again, we'll see if anything really happens. If not, I'll do some cutting here. Because this might not last very long, because again, even though I put bug spray on, I still get swarmed. So I feel kind of bad. So I've learned to just be an inside girl. I only really come outside to walk her. I do have an older brother and sister that love being outside. They can really handle it. I can't. Not at all. But I'm perfectly happy being inside. Anybody else that way? I hope so. I hope I'm not the only one. And this is another thing that she just kind of does, because she has such an extreme nose. Her nose is extreme. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I guess some other things that I guess I should talk about is, I'm not going to give out specifics because I'm not really supposed to, but I do work at a manufacturing plant. I'm not going to say which one, but I do, and I've worked there for the past 5 years. Otherwise, in the past, I've done a lot of retail in my life, just because I've been doing a lot of moving, and every time I moved, I had to have something quick. But I do have a degree in print communications, so like graphic designing, journalism, that kind of thing. And then I also did try to be a vet tech. That didn't really pan out. So long story short, I went to one college, failed out of that one because their program was just so doggone hard, because they pushed so hard. Not necessarily that the material was necessarily hard, but they pushed so hard for so much so quick that, yeah, no one was able to really pass. Like, they were almost proud that, like, it was a 2-year program, and like by the time the second year came around, only about, like, I don't know, what was it, 20% or so of the first year students were there, because otherwise the rest of them had either had failed or had just quit, which is, yes, I was sadly part of that 80 or so percent. I did fail out, even though I was trying. I really was. And that was after I got my actual bachelor's degree in print, is when I failed out of this veterinary program. So then because of that, but I still wanted to be a vet tech, but I knew that one school was just not fit for me. So then I went to another school, and so then I had to find a new apartment, new place to live, and everything. That was before I got hurt. This is way before I got my best friend here. I went to that school, and this was also a 2-year degree. And while I was getting that degree, I was also having to work. So what I was doing is I was being their kennels assistant. They would pay me for that. And I was also a tutor for that same school. So I was both a tutor and a kennel assistant. So I spent like a good chunk of my day at this school. Like, there were, some days I was probably there for 14 hours. Because like I would sometimes be at class, and sometimes just in the tutoring center, just seeing if people would show up. Because they didn't have it in a way that you would actually sign up. So I wouldn't actually know. They'd just be like, oh yeah, just go in, and if someone needs help, they'll see that you're there. And very, very, very rarely did I ever get anybody. But then while I was in the tutoring center, that's when I do like all my homework and everything. But then at the same time, I was kind of dueling jobs, because then I would be the kennel assistant while I didn't have any students, because the tutoring center was literally like 2 doors down from where the kennel was. And so I kind of, if I didn't have any students, I'd be working at the kennel. And, oh, hey, little quick change of subject here. I don't know if you're gonna see this nice lady coming up. I don't know if you can see her in the distance. My town has a nunnery, or I don't know what it's necessarily called. So we have nuns in our town, and there's a couple of them that run around, like literally go for runs, and we have one coming up to us. So I'll let her pass here without having to be on camera. We'll go to the other side. Hello, Mr. Truck. Come on, girl. We'll let the nice nun pass on the other side, just in case she doesn't want to be on camera. And so back to my story. So I was working at this school, and it was kind of funny, after the second semester, so going into the summer between my first and second year, they had us sign up for classes, they had us all get ready. I even left all my stuff in this tutoring center because they said that I could. There was a nice big table, like a desk-like thing. I just left all my like veterinary equipment was in there. And I left it all there. They're like, yeah, you'll be back. Well, on my 25th birthday, they just happened to call me and say, yeah, if you want to continue the program, you're gonna have to go to this other school that's over an hour away from the first school. And because they had sold that school building or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, right. So then I told them, I have all my stuff in that room. You know, you told us, we were told that we were coming back. We even signed up for classes. We did all that. And they're like, well, if you come up today, and I was an hour and 45 minutes away, if you come up today, you might get in. You might. If there's someone there, you might get your stuff back. So on the morning of my 25th, I got in my car and I rushed back up there. And luckily, someone was there. I had to knock for quite a bit, and I even went around to like the back side of the building, which is where the kennel was. And I knocked, and someone luckily let me in. I explained my situation. And I got my stuff. Oh, there's another one. Good girl, you're doing so good. Thank you, girl. And then actually a couple years later, I guess someone sued the business for doing that. By giving the impression that they were gonna have classes and everything. We actually got our money back for that. I actually got my money back for that 1 year. Come on, girl. So that actually was helpful. That was majorly helpful. It was actually very nice because it was actually kind of an expensive school. And so actually the money I got back, ooh, that's a Porsche. That's a very nice car. The money that I got back from that school, I used to pay off all of the college that I graduated from. So I got out of college debt. It's actually pretty sweet. But then in the meantime, when that happened, when I lost the school, that also meant I lost my job. And at the same time, I also still had to pay for my apartment because I still had that. So I was like, uh-oh, what am I gonna do? So my family and I sat in my mom's living room and madly just looked for something. So that's where I got into the one restaurant job I had. Well, kind of a restaurant, it's fast food. I found this fast food place that was right close to my apartment, and I worked for that company for, what was it, 7-8 years. And I even helped open up a new restaurant of that, well, not restaurant, fast food building of that same chain. I helped open one up. So I worked for them, and then while working for them, my family kind of, I'll call it, rescued me from the situation that I was getting in, because I was getting depressed at that time, thinking, nothing was working. I'm this 25, almost 30-year-old working at a fast food place, working like 50 hours a week, not getting benefits. Like, I don't know how they actually got away with it, because like even Sundays were $1 more, holidays were $1 more. I didn't get any holidays. I didn't get paid time off. No, I didn't get any of that. So they realized what was happening. They helped me quit and move back to my hometown, where at that point, I was living in boxes. I was really living in boxes or out of a suitcase, mostly out of a suitcase. All the rest of my stuff was in boxes at my mom's house, where I was sometimes staying with her, or sometimes I was staying with my older sister. And every day, I never knew where I was going to really be staying. Oh my goodness gracious, Kirito, there's so many bugs. And so that was kind of fun. So for like 3 months, I was living that way, just trying to find a new job. Kirito, I didn't bring any poop bags. And so yeah, then luckily after a couple months, I did find this manufacturing job, got into that, and have been there ever since. I don't know how long I'm going to stay there anymore, because it's getting kind of rough, because management isn't exactly the best. They don't really, come on girl, come on. They're going so, I mean, it's good to be thinking all about safety, but some of the new rules this company is invoking are a little extreme. So, and a lot of us are, and it's a what do you smell, girl? So, we'll just have to see. Kind of goes day by day. I work the midnight shift, so I work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. every day. Right now we're working every third weekend, and this is I just did my Monday shift. Tonight we'll be going into my Tuesday shift, and then I'll do that for 12 days in a row, including Saturday and Sunday. So that's something that I get to gladly look forward to. So, well, that's enough about me. Maybe we'll just let you listen to the world now, because I introduced myself, went on a little walk, out in these nice gnats. Rawr, I hate gnats. Rawr, rawr, rawr. We're about 2 blocks from home. Went in a really weird shape. Again, I try not to do the same thing except for at night. The nighttime routine is always the same, because then I know that she'll be okay while I'm gone. Yeah. How you doing, girl? Seems like it's working for you. I see very little bugs on you. Before, she would have gnats all around her face. Like all around here. I don't think I see a single one. Ah, nice. But, so I want to thank you for coming along on this little walk with us. We're on our way home now, because these gnats are absolutely driving me nuts. And we will, Kirito and I, say thank you. Bye.